Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to throw. Langford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Evades him at the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Huskies are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Jay, next season I'm putting it on All-Pro.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
That's the
offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Last time out, they had the fumble that led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. They'll run with Allen, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble.
I'll be on the second play.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to be.
I'm going to get Gonzalez over 150 yards. And same with
second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They stay on the ground with Allen. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This now a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Langford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is brought in at the 21. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. And a huge play that time. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Huskies continue to pull away here in this first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Oh, I could do my laundry Thursday, get that done in an hour. What? You sleeping, bro?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense.
Jen, if you're tired, go to bed.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The drive starts with a run by Allen. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Langford. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Huskies have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap.
Oh yeah, that gave him 150 yards, dude.
Especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some.
Allen hit. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers is. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Jane. Oh, God.
And you can bet
He's
they're putting
tired.
2
Go to
hands on the
bed.
ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Looking for a bounce back, had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back,
give it back to him.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun. Langford under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Dexter Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Langford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the... There he goes, left side. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Well, Charles, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. Or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe. But I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves.
Oh, now it's out. Langford loses the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Touchdown! A great play there. 29 yards. And the Huskies have got it on cruise control.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down.
Good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
He needs to go to bed, dude. I'm about to hang up the phone.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Allen, and this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. 1st and 10, Young. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Huskies will extend their lead here just before halftime. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
A play fake. Now Young. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Well, up big with still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. 20. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Bryce Young, 42 yards. And the Huskies are pouring it on. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, Langford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Huskies take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Piñeiro now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Off play action. Langford nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Ready, break. Drill, 52. Let's go, charge. Ready?
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They find some open field here. He's still on his feet. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Huskies get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Dang. You're tired, go to bed, bud.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Langford. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. And the Rams getting set to go now. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game.
And now it's out. Langford loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 117 yards rushing for him so far as his... And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in for a yard out. And the Huskies are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And, now it's out. Langford loses the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
51 yards on the punt there. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. 63 yards. And the Huskies will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Rams ready to go on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground. And under pressure, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Huskies add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. On first down, Langford. Allen here on the screen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Operating from the gun, Langford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway count.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it off.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Throwing on first down, Langford. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
So we'll recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
To throw on second down, Langford. That's complete. It's Collins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling.
Now it's out. Langford loses the football. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. On the carry, it's Logan. Score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So that CD, that was impressive. He got out of 3, maybe 4 tackles there on his way to the end zone.
And a lot of times when you break a tackle or slip a tackle, it actually slows you down. That's what we were taught. If you don't make the play, make him stop his feet so someone else can get there and tackle him. But not here. He just kept right on going.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this lead.
Well, fans...
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up. There you go.
I'm with the kids like Diego.
God. Yeah. All these dumps on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. All these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. Got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah. They don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego. Solitaire. Earrings, they be shining, keep them blinded. Ain't met up, yeah, I can't. Since I got rich, and she say I'm just cause I took her on the island. The money keep on piling. Talk to me, yeah. Better talk nice. Right love with the fettuccine and both that can't talk twice. Know they pray on my downfall. Everything I do, I gotta walk like. Let them in, jacket off. Rich, so I'm off life. God. Yeah. All these dumps on me go, just like Diego. God. smile thing sticking if I would ever live inside the background. Now I pull strings, they out to get me another day, another man down. I pick up my shoes, I'm picking the litter, I'm pushing the limit, I pick up the slack now.